is. So, first thing we're gonna talk about, we're gonna sound off on this IBF, stripping of Terence Crawford. Fellas, I know y'all got a lot to say about this, and what I'm saying, it really is a tragedy, what I'm saying, that what the IBF is doing. Partly what I think, what I'm saying, what my perspective is what the IBF is doing is that, the good thing about the IBF is that they are a single belt, belt holder sanctioning body. You know what I'm saying? So that what that means is that it's one belt per weight class, which is great. But also two, swimming in a pool with other sanctioning bodies, three actually that are the top, who has, 2 and 3 per weight classes, it makes for the IBF to have to actually be a little more harsher and harder on their belts because they're going to miss out on money. Whereas that, like, if Terence, Crawford didn't fight Ennis, next at, because he's going up, is likely to be at 154, it would be that the IBF really doesn't get any money for it. So by elevating Boots Ennis up, that means his next fight will be for a championship. They'll get the money, they'll get the exposure, and they'll be able to, actually contribute in one aspect, but then also to benefit, on that fight. And that's it comes down to money, with them. The IBF does, they strip a lot of people for it. They're actually the only sanctioning body that will strip you for not fighting the mandatory. And the mandatories is pretty sketchy, who they have. My recollection, it is a Cody Crawley who's going to get that next fight, for Jerron Boots Ennis. Look forward to that. I mean, my man Ricky done told me, that's the boy from Canada. So it's like, is that fight, really worthy, of it?
Not at all.
Absolutely. So, we're going to go to Ricky real quick. What you thinking about that, what the IBF doing?
Man, with the IBF, I think it's just too strict. Crawford couldn't even enjoy the belts that he had for 30 days before they, reached out to him and was like, hey, we need you to start negotiating the contracts with Boots. So it's looking like they just too, how can I say it, money hungry, honestly, for belt changes. Like, you can't even enjoy your own belt that you just won and train hard for 30 days before now they want you to get in negotiations with the next person that's runner up. So, and then on top of that, they're not honoring the contract that he got with Earl Spence. So this to me, I think it's a disappointment, because if they strip the belt from him and he's going to do a rematch with Earl, how can Earl accomplish his goal if the belt is gone now at this point?
That's definitely a good point. It really looked like a lose-lose. And not only is it a lose-lose for the IBF as well, because it's that, yeah, you're going to get a Boots to defend it, but against who? What kind of money you going to make?
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
What kind of exposure you going to get from his next fight? Versus, sanctioning, or allowing, Terence to, keep that, or not stripping him so quick or whatever. Ty, what you think?
To me, I think they pick and choose who they want to do that to, because Jermell Charlo, he was sitting out forever. He had the yeah, and then he didn't fight. He didn't fight anybody and had the IBF. He went up a weight to fight Canelo. They ain't do nothing to his belt then. So to me, they pick and choose when they want to do that. Like they did it to I know they did it to Tyson Fury. I know they did it to him once. I know they did it to, of course, Crawford, and a few other people they did it to. But to me, they pick and choose who they want to do that to, because, like I said, because Charlo, he sat out for, well, he did it. He done sat out like 3 times for them for a year. Like when he first got the belt, after he got the belt, he sat out for a year and fought. And then he sat out for another year and then fought. So it's like, to me, they pick and choose when they want to do that, because he sat out for 4 months. They took his belt away already. They didn't give him 6 months, not even half a year. Even though I know he wasn't going to fight him. He wasn't going to fight Ennis anyway, but at least give him some time.
Yeah, exactly. They definitely got to chill on that. And they have a history of actually holding back and stripping dudes for getting better fights. You know what I'm saying? Which, in chasing really the same thing that they're chasing. They did it to Mayweather. They did it to Miguel Cotto, Margarito. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They did it to Andre Berto just for chasing better fights. I mean, you got Mayweather supposedly was slated to fight Mark Suarez, but he chose to fight Carlos Baldomir for the Ring Magazine and the WBC. So it's like, you know, you got to give the fighters too, you know what I'm saying, better options as well. Or, you know what I'm saying, and the ranking system is so out of whack. You know, you got certain people that are ranked higher, you know, in the WBC than, you know what I'm saying, you go over to the IBF and the champions, like in the IBF, you have Errol Spence ranked number 6. You know what I'm saying? Off the one loss, but you know what I'm saying? And so you're gonna put the Corey dude above him? Like, that really makes no sense. It's like, it's showing that it's not really about skills, it's not really about records or anything like that. It's about who's loyal, who's paying the money, who's, you know, doing things. So I personally believe that the sanctioning bodies are the ones who are actually messing up boxing above, you know what I'm saying, the promoters and then the fighters. I actually think it's sanctioned bodies, promoters, and then fighters who are screwing it up. Everyone wants to blame it on the fighters, thinking the fighters, you know what I'm saying, don't want to fight. They all fighters. We're all fighters. So it's like, ain't nobody scared to fight or whatever. It's what the business behind it, what makes sense behind it, and also too, people losing their belts and, you know what I'm saying, and losing or getting fined or getting sanctioned or doing certain things, you know, you got to do to, you know what I'm saying, just to keep in line with your belt. If you got to go fight a lesser opponent, it's because you're trying to keep your belt. You know what I'm saying? But the public don't understand that. So for me, that's really a black eye to, you know what I'm saying, boxing or whatever.
Yeah.
Definitely the sanctioning bodies, like, they doing a lot right now, and they need to just chill out. And they you know what I'm saying, really need to like get on one for real. You know what I'm saying? So that's their
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.